back to our channel. Today I am with my lovely co-host Amanda Alexander, and we are going to discuss the topic normalizing friendship dates. Normalizing friendship dates. But before we jump into the topic, hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and share this podcast. Click the notification bell so you don't miss another opinion loading episode. So, Amanda found a picture, and we'll share the picture now with you so that you can see what it looks like. And the caption of it read, "Let's normalize friendship dates." And we thought, let's have a discussion about it. Well, she asked me my thoughts, and I told her I see no issue with it, and she had issues with it. So I'll let her go first, and then I will chime in as the case may be, and share my views. So Amanda, why did you have an issue with the image?
Well, not so much the image, but the caption, normalizing friendship dates. First of all, personally for me, I don't believe men and women can be friends like on that level, like to be going on dates with each other without one person catching feelings.
Right.
So that's one side. And then especially if it is you're in a relationship, then yeah, well you don't want your significant other catching feelings for somebody else.
Okay, so
you don't want to be okay with that temptation, if you understand what I'm saying.
I hear you, and I understand, and we agree on the point that men and women. I also don't believe that men and women could be friends without one party catching feelings.
Right.
So let's dissect it into different parts, right? If we dissected it into two single people going out on a friendship date,
okay,
and then we dissected it into
people who in a relationship going on friendship dates.
Yes. So relationships meaning boyfriend, girlfriend, and marriage.
Okay.
Because that's two different categories as well.
Right.
Right? So if it is that it is a single person going out on a friendship date, I can't possibly see an issue with the two of us going out and having fun. Now, first we had to define the word date, right?
I was now about to.
And I realized that in Trinidad, going out with a male companion, a friend, or whatever, we consider that to be linemen. So from the time you put the word date on it, we think naturally it's romantic, but it does not have to be that way, because the definition of date means a social or romantic engagement or appointment, right?
Okay.
So that it could be a date could be social, so you and I could go on a date,
right?
Similarly, me and one of my male friends could go on a date, and it could be platonic, and it could not have anything behind it. Right. So if it's two single people, I see absolutely no issue with it. If one person is catching feelings, then it is the onus is on the other person to say, hey, I just want to be friends, and if you're cool with just being friends, then okay, we could continue doing it. We could continue going out, linemen, whatever, right? And there shouldn't be any issue or no love loss if I tell you, hey, I'm not on you like that. You've been friend zone, right? Relationships now.
Wait, no, but before you go on with relationships, but the whole point is, well, not the whole point, but we already agree that men and women can't really be friends
without one person becoming attracted to me. So I just
they will be friendly, but to say like have a friendship.
You could have a friendship, but you put the boundaries in place.
Right, but to go on dates, right? Whether it be so, because it's just it's just you and the male person, right? There's nobody.
But I do that all the time with people who have been friend zoned. Normal. We've established, okay, I don't see you in that way, and it is your choice to continue being friends with me. We discuss many things, life, the weather, many things. But there is that understanding that I am not seeing you in that light. And similarly, there are people who I wasn't interested in me in that light, and go to the beach together, go movies together, and nothing. I had the understanding that the person doesn't see me in that light. But in a relationship, there may be challenges, and it may be a bit different. We are talking about two single people here. We're not talking about a person who is in a relationship.
I don't know. So on this friendship date, who pays for what?
It doesn't matter. If I decide I handle it, think about it as Amanda and I going out together, or Daniel and I going out.
Two men and two women going on a date is two totally
no,
different.
Is it different?
From a man and a woman.
No, it's not.
Yes.
No, it's not.
Yes.
No, it's
yes.
not. No, it is not different, because it's a friendship. Your friend. So if I decide, don't worry, I handling the seamless wrongs, you go handle it the next wrongs. That's a conversation that we have. Yes, hey, a sponsoring you, let we go TGIs and have some dinner and some drinks. I call you and say I'm sponsoring it. It really doesn't matter. There's no obligation or stress to determine who is going to pay the bill, and you could pay half and I could pay half, or we pay for our own meal. There's no stress behind that. Once it is a friendship. If I'm dating you, then the expectations of this will be a bit different. If I am romantically dating you,
so then what? Okay, so this friendship date, right? We say it could be socially or romantic.
Right. But the friendship date would not be romantic, it would be social.
Why it cannot be romantic?
It cannot be romantic.
But you just said a date.
A date could be either or. A friendship date, a friend.
It could only be social.
It could only be social. If you are looking at somebody as a friend, then Amanda, again, look at it from two guys going out on a date. You and I going out, two guys going out online, because let me not say a date, because it don't come from me in the comments. But two guys going out on linemen, you and I going out on linemen. Is there anything romantic about that?
No, because it's not a date.
Because yes, it is a date. It is a date. Amanda, let's go for lunch. That's a lunch date. Amanda, sponsoring you. Let's go for drinks. That's a drinks date.
I understand what you're saying. So at which point then? Okay, so if your perception, okay, I'm male and a female, right? And you say, hey, let me go on a date now, XYZ, whatever is the case with you. And he thinking it's a date.
No, and that is, okay, so the issue is the definition of the word date. In Trinidad, we use the word line. So let me go on line. Let's use the word line. Let's not say, let's normalize friendship lines, because that is what essentially it is saying. Globally, date is accepted as what we would call a line. So let's go on a friendship line.
Okay, however though, in the picture,
right,
they were on a romantic date.
I ignored the picture and I was looking at the caption. The caption is what I have no issue with. If the picture in and of itself is going to confuse things, right? But I was looking at the caption that says, let's normalize friendship dates, friendship lines, friendship, whatever we want to call it.
Okay.
So I disassociated the two.
No, because
yes, I had to
disassociate.
Yes, I disassociated the two.
The caption is for the picture.
And then the picture, you can't, okay, so how much could you assume from the picture? Because the two of them look very single to me, and if they're comfortable with that, who am I to say you can't go on a romantic friendship date?
Right, but that's what I've just asked.
I can't see it
the
as...
word line versus date. And I'm saying that the picture...
I cannot see a
romantic...
date
being romantic between friends.
I also did not see that. I just saw that the girl was dressed up, the guy was dressed up, they went out for dinner, they had a good time, they took out pictures. If she was in her jeans and a jersey, would it have made a difference?
She was dressed up pretty.
No, but if her attire was not as elaborate as it was, let's say she was in her jeans and a jersey and they had the same poses, would it have given you a different connotation?
No, I would have still thought it was romantic because of the settings of the date, of the dinner.
What was the settings exactly?
It was candlelit or something, so it was the mood.
What
you
if
you saw the setting
right?
of
What
the
if
dinner?
it was her birthday and he decided to take his friend out for a birthday celebration and they set the mood to celebrate her birthday? There are so many assumptions that could be made from that one picture, right? That we cannot so that's why I disassociated the picture, because the picture does not give any information. I do not know whether these two people are in a relationship, whether one married and the other not, so I disassociated the picture and I looked at the caption. And with the caption, I have no issue with it whatsoever.
If you're single.
And here's where the problems came about. And I could be wrong, and I have no issue with acknowledging my error in this. I was saying, at my age especially, being single at my age, would not meet a guy who does not already have many female friends. My expectation would be that there would be boundaries, right? So I would not come into a relationship with somebody at this age in my life to tell him, hey, I don't want you liming with all them females because I met you with them.
Fair enough.
Right? But obviously, there would be a level of boundaries, right? Mm-hmm. So if it is, he says to me, hey, babe, random name Sarah, said she wants us to go for drinks, TGI for drinks. I just don't feel like it's my responsibility to say, nah, you can't go for drinks, because I met him and Sarah blind.
Right, I agree. Once it come before me, then there should still be a level of respect.
Right, and that's the next thing. So the next thing is trust. If it is, I have to monitor your every move, Amanda, and I have to scrutinize every single female you're liming with. I do not at this age have that energy to expend to say, well, I don't like how Sarah look at you, and I feel like came on a female name Monica touch you a little too thick. Like, I don't have that energy to do those things.
I think what does curb that though is if your significant other meet your friends, like right. That, and get aligned with you and your friends. That, to me, that's the only way your significant other could be comfortable, or because there's transparency.
Right.
If it
and
is
that is it,
you're
that is
amongst the group. No, I'm not saying your friends will end up becoming your significant other friends.
Right.
I believe that should always be separate.
Right.
My friends is not your friends. Don't feel like always best buds because we are you're just mutual friends.
Right.
Because
And I agree with that.
But I think that is where the bad vibes or the negative energy that's coming if it is your significant other doesn't really get the opportunity to know your friends and also get to see you
right, because
around
then that
your
will bring
friends.
about the insecurity.
Correct. Transparency is
Right.
necessary.
And so, I'm so glad that we agree on this point.
Yeah, but you were talking about friends who were before. So if it is
Right, no, and that's the only place that I could come from, Amanda, because
Okay.
at my age, that's a big thing. I am not going to be finding somebody who is now coming into life and learning things. I'm going to be I'm looking for somebody who is already established and mature and can handle his story. So that if that is the case, if I'm looking for that, then the expectation is that he would already come with a circle of people.
right.
And I can't get into that. I mean, unless the person gives me some sort of reason to feel uncomfortable, and I'm using the word uncomfortable as opposed to threatened, because there's no way if I find a partner that makes me feel like I am the person, like I'm the only one, and I am comfortable with him in his space. There's nothing in our experience that makes me feel like I can't trust him.
Yeah.
Then any female that he is associating with, and I'm not talking about Johnny Come Lately, I'm talking about friends that he had previous to our relationship, any female that he's associating with that makes me feel uncomfortable, I think that openness in our relationship should afford me the right to say, hey, maybe Sarah probably likes you, but even if I say that, it shouldn't be that I want you to stop lying with Sarah because I've identified that Sarah likes you. Because the mere fact that Sarah likes you means that there's something about you that is probably worth liking.
Yeah.
There's no way you could stop somebody from
Liking.
correct.
Yeah.
So yeah, you were going to say a makeup point.
Yes.
Sound like I said that.
So what if, during the relationship, your significant other gets a new job, and let's say like a month or 3-5 into the job, he comes and say, well, Maggie wants
This
to
is
go
Maggie
for,
from work.
Maggie from his new job wants to go for drinks.
That's why I was very specific in saying that this is old friends and not Johnny Come Lately.
I know, and that's what I'm
Right.
asking.
So
what
so
about
that
the Johnny Come Lately?
The Johnny Come Latelys, I'll have to scrutinize the Johnny Come Latelys. But again, the scrutiny will not be because
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. It's not like you're gonna just be
Like,
looking for something
correct.
to have an issue with.
correct.
Yeah.
I don't have time for that. I really don't. And I don't think that my opinion on that will change.
So they say normalizing friendship dates, right? In terms of it's not taboo to go on a date with your friend, whether you're single or whether you're in a relationship.
Right.
My question though is, how often is normal?
Well, that has to do with the couple though. So all right. As a single person as a single woman with a single guy going out, that shouldn't be an issue. There should be no issue. Like, I could call you now and say, Amanda, what are you doing when you fall? Let me go for a drive. As it is right now, right? When you decide to get married, of course, there will be a difference. Because I can't just pick up my phone and say, Amanda, let me go for a drive. Because now you would have to speak to your significant other and say, hey, babe, Carol wants to go for a drive. And it's not that you're asking permission, but you're...
Yeah.
Right? So there'll be a difference. So when it comes to marriage or a relationship, that normalizing would have to be a conversation that as a couple you would have. Like, how often is too often to go out and line with Monica
For
or
me,
Frank?
For me, I think even if you're single,
There should be a limit.
yeah, because then wouldn't that not end up being like you're dating this person?
I honestly, Amanda, I don't see it that way. People might see it like that, and people will assume. You know how much fellas people assume I was with because I go out with them regularly. So that had nothing to do with it. We just
then how do you establish a friendship date from dating your friend?
when the feelings start kicking, right? One person is going to express that they have feelings, and then is when you would basically say, well, pump your brakes, Paolo. I really not on that level with you, and if it is you are comfortable still remaining friends, or we could continue being friends. There will be a level of awkwardness. Yes, there definitely will be a level of awkwardness because one person has caught feelings or whatever. But you just bypass the awkwardness. You just get over it. You just be like, alright, well, cool, and on to the next.
How you know that? How you could say, okay, you said that you've dated person. Well, you went on dates
or lines, because the word date is a hiccup, so I have lined with people.
With persons that you've liked, but they didn't reciprocate that, right?
Right.
So you all continued lining?
Yeah. In the initial phases, it was awkward. As I said, it was awkward for me because I was like, oh crap, you know. And then maybe after a month or two,
then you start back.
Then the conversation is still. The people who I've spoken to where that happened, they will keep checking in. So, hey, how you doing? Everything okay? And whatever. Trying to make the situation, return the situation to what it was previously, okay. Right? And then we continue to go up like normal or hang out like normal. I don't see it as a problem. See, it is not saying that I'm not saying that men and women could not be friends without one. I still maintain that stance.
I just find
but you just have to put, if you are not interested in them that way, then you have to put that boundary there.
I just maybe because I'm stuck thinking that men and women can't be friends and on that level. Like, yes, you have to be friendly, but to say like be best buds,
yes, man. You could. You just have to identify the boundaries from early and then move on. One person is going to be attracted to you.
I feel like we should have a male come and sit in on this conversation.
Well, we could.
Yeah. The guys who watching this, how about y'all chime in and let us know?
Or we could have the conversation with you. Just hit us up and let us know you want to join in on this conversation. We'll do it again with a guy.
Yeah.
And hear the guy's perspective on it.
Yeah, because so we both agree that men and women can't be friends. However, we both
can't be friends without one party.
Feelings.
Finish the sentence. Without one catching feelings.
Correct. I stand corrected.
Right.
Right. However, we disagree on normalizing friendship dates. So those of y'all who watching, we are looking out for your inputs in the live chat. Even after the video has been posted, we would love to hear your comments. Share this video, tag us, OpinionLoading, and let us know, could you normalize friendship dates? I don't know. So we'll see you guys right here next week. All right, bye.
Bye.